It's funny, like the more that I started dancing again recently, the more that I started to understand more about myself and even my sexuality. I was like, oh, I'm much gayer than I thought I was. And it's like helped me to be more of who I really am. I forget what he asked me, but good talk. If the ride were any longer, I was going to show him baby photos of me in my natural habitat. Growing up in a Bolivian community, dance was at the center of every function. And I loved it. The music, the choreography, the costumes, the gender roles. Just kidding, I hated that. And always wanted to dance the man's part, or blend both. But since that wasn't an option, I distanced myself from dancing. Until now.
5, up, forward, and then turn your hip. So make your hip follow that. Okay. 1.
That started to change when I met the queer Mary and Joseph of Latin dance and their church, where hetero-ness and gender have nothing to do with dancing. As I continued to uncover a world I always hoped existed, I'm following queer and trans dancers who are competing at the largest Latin dance competition in the world. This isn't just their story, or just mine. This is our story. I don't know if I can be a dancer if I have this human glow going on. I've always wanted to be at one of these competitions, and I want to touch the World Latin Dance stage with my body. I'm on the World Latin Dance floor.
No vas a ayudarme con falsas palabras.
It just needs to be straight up. And then the left one, más out.
We wanted to compete, and there was no division because in the rules it says that a couple is between a man and a woman.
It wasn't until Angelica and I decided that we did want to compete at the World Latin Dance Cup that they opened the Latin Ladies Same Gender Division, which was before then non-existent.
Winning first place really gave us more acknowledgement and visibility in the queer community and the dance community.
We were determined to go back in 2016, so we created ourselves our own choreography. We got a message about a month before the event telling us that there aren't enough people competing in that division, and so we're going to close it. That experience really pivoted us into the direction of teaching, of starting our own dance company, of creating an incredible, beautiful community in the Bay Area. There is a lot of change that we're trying to bring so that it is okay for women to lead, for men to follow, so that when I go to a Latin dance club, I don't have to leave 3/4 of me outside and not be seen or respected. There are queers and trans folks out in the world that would love to be introduced to Latin dance and to eventually one day compete at this level. There needs to be a platform for them.
Angelica and Jahaira are pioneering another same-gender ladies division, but this time as pros, called the, hold on.
Same Gender Pro Cabaret Bachata Division.
Basically chingonas on parade, dancing to bachata plus off the floor tricks.
We're a little worried because of our ending trick. It's not consistent. It doesn't always come out when we practice it.
With situations like this, it's like almost getting on a roller coaster ride. Once you get on, you don't have much control. And so it's just remembering to breathe. If you get too upset or too frustrated, then that interferes with your mental.
Just like, that's
Wait,
too
what did you
gay.
use, snapped?
It's too gay. I gotta be maybe less gay. As somebody who's like fairly new to dance, has not been doing this very long, being able to have qualified to compete at the World Latin Dance Cup is, huge for me. Being a person who's very openly trans, trying to push these categories, I think is really important too. It's kind of like my wish to be able to dance with a trans person or have a male partner and participate in the standard categories. And there doesn't have to be a special category created for folks based on their gender. Within this dance journey that I'm on, I've gained a level of self-acceptance that I did not previously have. What I've also gained is friendships with straight people. I've gotten to realize that straight people aren't as bad as I used to previously think, and that some of them are pretty dope.
I remember very vividly the first day of auditions. And one of the questions, an icebreaker, was, what pronouns do you use? And I was like, I don't know. She, I, me? Do you remember that?
No.
Thank gosh.
No. Six.
She did not do that.
We've been practicing every day for about 3 hours a day, and all the effort is really showing.
He stepped on my hair, and then he lifted me, and all of his hair came out. A lot of communication, planning, trust.
I have this overall feeling of, holy shit, what am I doing with my life? What am I getting myself into?
And some of these amateurs, they look like pros.
Tomorrow, Luis and Nock will be first-time competitors in the amateur bachata couple division.
Don't think just head, you're not listening.
Don't think just head.
Well, you're listening, okay.
Not just don't think just head. You're not listening. Okay, you're listening.
Make me feel it. Meanwhile, I'm a first-time audience to a competition like this, but a long-time fangirl. Watch it spin, watch it spin, watch it spin, watch it spin. I have really high hopes for these four tomorrow, and at the same time, I have no idea what's gonna happen.